How are y'all doing today? You're looking good. We're on day number 2 here, and it was an interesting night last night for sure, especially for 2 of y'all for sure. But Caleb, get us started here, man. Talk about your run. You won your round last night, you and Jay, didn't you?
Yeah, we got it kicked off pretty good. I was a little nervous about riding the horse here, and he worked really good, and Jade come around and healed him fast. I was pleased with our performance.
Perfect, perfect. Jade, talk to us about your run, as far as, turning him and all that. What was your steer like? And paint a picture for us on that deal.
Actually, steer ended up being pretty good. I asked him about him before, and he said he was supposed to be kind of stronger maybe, and which they were all supposed to be a little bit stronger last night, but he got a good enough start and got it on him fast. It didn't really matter what he did. And as far as the run, I thought we did exactly what we wanted to do. Just, we didn't do anything crazy, just made a good high percentage run, and hopefully we can make 9 more.
Right, sure. What's the game plan tonight, after coming in, you win one right off the bat. What do you do anything different tonight than you did last night?
Yeah. No, I'm not going to do anything different all week. We got to, to have a chance at the end, you got to do good in the average, and you got to do good in the day monies too. So everybody's going to be going fast, so we can't back off any. So I'm gonna go as fast as I can, right. 9 more times.
Sure, perfect. Hunter, you were at 13.5 on your calf last night. What happened on that deal?
Oh, my horse was pretty nervous in the box. This is his first. He ain't been to many rodeos. This is his first first time out here for sure. And but I got a real good start. Broke a little bit wide, and the calf stepped left, and I took a very low percentage throw. Right. But it was good enough. I knew I missed him, so I could go straight to the second loop, and I knew she was really good on the ground, so it worked out, and I feel lucky to be where I'm at, I guess.
Yeah, sure. What about tonight? Any different game plan for you as far as calf roping goes?
The calves are going to be a lot more honest, I think. Time should be a lot quicker. They're not going to, from top to bottom, they'll be a whole lot better. Guys will be able to take a more or harder start at them, and just overall take the same start, but get around the throat the first time.
Right. How did they do the rotation of the calves? As far as the calves that run last night, when will y'all see them again?
We'll rope them the 4th round, I'm pretty sure.
I got
and then, so we have a new set tomorrow night as well, but tonight and tomorrow night will be a little bit smaller than last night's.
Right. Cody, you were 9.6 on yours. Talk to us about your run last night. That thing on?
Hello.
There you are.
Yeah, I was, talking to Hunter this morning. I blamed it all on him, missing the barrier.
Naturally.
Safety and up. I was hoping he was going to jump out there and be 7 right in front of me and give me something to feed off of. But I just backed in there too safe last night, and the calf really started sharp. A lot of them kind of hesitated when I was watching them earlier in the night, so I gave him just a little bit more than I wanted, and thought I was going to be good, and he beat me out of there. And, got down there in that 75-yard line where I don't like to be, but got him knocked down, and like I said, the calves are a lot more honest tonight. It's going to give a guy a chance to really show what he's got. He can take a little better start, and had a good practice session out there this morning, and I feel like I got that barrier, both times, and look for big things tonight.
As far as your practicing, that you mentioned this morning, what did you work on? Is there anything in particular you just try to go out there and, is it a breakaway deal or?
Yeah, it's only a breakaway deal, but like I didn't wake my mare up much last night. Just kind of went about it, in a safe way. And today I started all over and got her motor running, and it feeds from her to me, and it always seems like it gets our start a lot better. And she was firing on all cylinders this morning, so I'm pretty excited.
Yeah, Cody, I'm going to come right back to you here. This is your 18th qualification to the Wrangler National Finals Rodeo. When you were this kid's age right here, were you coming to the NFR as a child, growing up? I know when I walked in, smelled the dirt, seen the lights, as a kid, it gives me chill bumps. And
I never did,
There you go. Yeah, get Hunter.
I never did. I just, growing up, I junior rodeoed from not much bigger than him, right. And I came out here my first year when I was 20 years old, and that was the first time I come to Vegas, and been here ever since.
Yeah, good deal. Caleb, you and Jade seem like y'all been on fire all year long, as far as how Talk about the arena, you know, compared to Cheyenne or something else. You know, here at the Thomas Mack, it's a shorter score, you know, all that. Talk about us and preparing your horse for this.
Yeah, this is like nothing else we've ever been to. I mean, all year long. I mean, San Antonio maybe is a little close in Omaha, but I mean, when you get in front of this many people and my horse never being anywhere, I was a little nervous, but just try to keep him real honest this week. I'm going to try to turn all 10 steers and let him heel him as fast. We can go a long ways and still be fast the way as he can pull back on his horse. So.
All right, sure. You grew up around Brad Culpepper, another team roper. You know, he's great. How did he help you, you know, as far as getting started? And still, does he, you know, do you still talk to him about your runs and that stuff?
Yeah, Brad had a great influence on me from the beginning. I wasn't even really planning on coming out and pro rodeoing and stuff. I was going to go to college and, you know, take that route. But he influenced me and told me I needed to come out here, and I come out here with him, and we had a couple pretty good years, and you know, he still helps me, and I mean, I talked to him this morning and, you know, congratulated me and all.
Sure, absolutely. Jade, you won Rookie of the Year in 2006. How does that prestigious award help jumpstart a career, you know, that you've had? Tell us a little bit about, you know, winning Rookie of the Year.
Oh, it's good. I mean, it's something that everybody wants to do, you know. You've got one chance at it only, and, you know, to get to do it, it was good. That was kind of a goal I had that year. It's something that you always start out, you want to make the NFR, but I think everybody wants to win Rookie of the Year too, so it meant a lot to me to get it.
Sure. Hunter, you travel with Jerome Sneeberger. Are you still traveling with him a little bit?
No, I had traveled with Jerome the first couple years I rodeoed, and then the previous year, but this year it was Shane Hanchy, Cody, and Ross Beasley.
Right. I suppose you want to surround yourself with groups of guys, you know, you're probably particular about, you know, just like your friends or anything like that, but how do those guys help you out, you know, on the road? Y'all, I'm sure you thrive off of each other and that kind of deal, but talk about that a little bit.
Yeah, I think at one point in the summer when we left that, I don't know how many rodeos we went to, but we went to a lot, including Reno and up to Canada a bunch, and at least one, if not two guys placed at about every rodeo we went to for a good 20 rodeos in a row.
20 rodeos without being blank.
And I mean, one of the four guys in the rig won a check, if not two. And I mean, when you, of course we're drawing good, you know, and that's part of it. But when you are with people that's winning and no one's just down in the dumps or bad attitudes, I mean, that really goes a long ways with your psyche and on how you approach the game.
Cody, you've had a couple of horses win Horse of the Year in the calf rope, and talk about those horses a little bit for us. And
that's a good topic, because I had a lot of people ask me what's the best horse I rode out here. You know, and the Horse of the Year deal is a vote. You know, just because that horse won Horse of the Year that year, I'm not saying it's a better horse than I won the World Championship on in '97 or '98 or whenever. You know, every horse that I've won a World Championship on, which has been a different one every time, that horse that year was the best horse I ever rode. And that's just, you know, I don't know which one of those was the best, but I know for sure those 5 horses were the best that year. And I fed off of it. I knew I could count on them every time. And just to be able to count on one out here in Vegas every time you nod your head, it's a big plus, you know.
Sure, sure. You've been to a lot of rodeos. You've been in this business for a little while. Is there any particular rodeos that stick out to you as far as, you know, throughout the year other than the Wrangler National Finals?
I got just a couple of favorites, but you know, Saturday night in San Angelo, Texas is a hard one to pass up. And then this year, Cinch did a shootout down there, and I mean, just packed house with. It's a great rodeo for me because everybody there knows something about rodeo. Right. You know, you don't have anybody that doesn't know about calf roping or bull riding or bronc riding. It's all every person in there is rodeo oriented, and just they appreciate everything you give, and when you tie one fast, I mean, they'll blow the roof off that sucker for you.
Yeah, absolutely. Caleb, talk about horse position in this arena, you know, compared to Houston or San Antonio or anything like that.
Yeah, here you want to be able to get kind of close to the steer. I normally like to reach, but in this building, it seems like it pays off. You can get a little closer and get your rope tight. That way you can get a good finish.
All right. Jade, talk about as far as, you know, scoring steers here in Vegas. do you have an opportunity? I know y'all go out maybe a couple days ago and y'all kind of break the steers in, that kind of deal. But, you know, at a lot of rodeos, you can go in, you know, I guess if you're not the first gunner out and kind of check the score out. But do you know exactly what you're looking for? What is the score here at Thomas Mack? What do you got to see?
Well, like, I don't have to worry about it so much as him, but it's pretty much. Yeah, well, especially here, you know, like even for him, if the cow goes, you can go here. You know, it happens faster here than anywhere it seems like. So I pretty much, as I watch, I feel more comfortable. Like when I'm in the box, I watch the header nod, just so I kind of know when it's coming. Some guys look at the chute, some guys watch their header, and I like watching the header at the rodeos, just so I know when it's coming, so I don't miss the start. You know, because it doesn't really matter how good a starter, you know, how good he does. If I mess up and let the steer go right or something, you know, it can kill the whole run just because of something I did. You know what I mean? But I don't try to do, you know, a whole lot. A lot of guys, like, he doesn't like them just going left. You know, he just kind of likes them right down the middle. So I just go with the steer and just make sure I don't let him go to the right. It's pretty much all. So
Sure. Hunter, is there, as far as calf roping goes, you know, and scoring and horse position, is it, you know, it's definitely different in this arena, or is it, you know, as far as calf? I mean, do you just see what you need to see, and what do you need to see here in Vegas?
Last night, I think it was a little bit tricky. You had to make sure they just commit to go, you know, and yeah, and it just last night was tricky because some calves, like Cody said, would hesitate. And then Cody's left out there sharp on the gate, and it just makes you behind. And if you're anticipating them to go like some of them did, then you're too early in pulling. And I think the worst thing here is if they step left, you know, because you're kind of trying to be on that barrier. And if you feel a little early and you pick up a little bit, then they get left and you just get out of whack a little bit. But I'd prefer them to go straight and step to the right about the time it pops off their neck. That way they're coming right in your zone.
Yeah.
But and tonight, I think that'll happen a lot. So tonight will be a really good round to watch in the calf roping.
Right, sure. Cody, you're a stock contractor as well. How do you find time for all this?
No, man, I just have great help at home. And, you know, I hadn't cracked out I hadn't taken any bulls to PRCA rodeos, just strictly PBRs and stuff. And during the wintertime when I don't like to rodeo much, that's when most of the events are for me. So it works out good, and just got great help at home, and just something else I enjoy to do, and know this calf roping will come to the end before long.
Yeah. Well, guys, we ain't going to keep y'all much longer here. I know y'all are going to be over in the cinch booth signing autographs. I just want to say thanks for showing up over here and visiting with us. And ladies and gentlemen, Cody O, Hunter Heddern, Jade Corgill, and Caleb Driggers. Give them a hand.